Welcome back to the channel. Today's update's all about the city harbour. There's going to be some huge progress down by the waterfront. The harbour tracks have finally been laid and ready to connect to the whole the rest of the city. We've got a stack of unboxing to get through. We've got freight locomotives, train carriages, plus trucks and forklifts. And there's going to be some serious life into the city through the movement to the docks. So settle in, because we've got lots to cover, lots to show, and I hope it gives you some ideas for your own Lego city. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe and drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you think of the new harbour setup and what you'd like to see next. So I thought it was about time that we actually did a bit of an unpack. So we've finally got the train lines in Port Adams here. So we've got those cross sections. We're probably going to add another one probably about here to join in, so that way the trains coming in from the main line can cut through. So what we'll do is we're going to unpack some of my freight locomotives and give a quick look at what my stock is. So we've got the Santa Fe, now I don't know the names of most of these ones. Picked them up as pieces off eBay. So this one was an incomplete set. I think it was probably about 20% complete when I got it. Got the hidden side train, and this one's got the pull-out wings, and it's got a big mouth hidden there on the front. Really enjoyed that theme. I've got probably nearly all of it. I think I'm missing El Fuego's car. This is another locomotive I picked up off eBay. I think it only ended up having just the front, a bit of the centre there, and one of these shutter windows. And they're quite hard to get. Okay. Next we've got the newer freight train. I was really confused when I first got this one. I'm not a huge fan of it, but when you look at it front on, you can see it's more of a regular train. It just looks really weird from the side. So I haven't motorized this one. I've taken all the bits out of it. I'm just not a fan, but I do have it. And we've got a more traditional freight train that I picked up. Not sure where I got this one. I think this was an eBay, one of those too good to be true purchases, but I really like the aesthetic of this train. I used to collect HO trains when I was a kid. My dad has one of the larger gauge trains now, the ones that you can ride. He's setting that up in around his house actually. Now we've got two more to go. This one's an A and B train actually. So that's the A. This is the B. What that means is this is motorized, and the second portion's motorized as well, so the front end. So I've still got to switch the windows out yet for those grey windows. Okay, I'll push that one right back. I'm a really big fan of those AB trains. My last one's really not a freight train. It's actually a rail maintenance train. This one. I picked that one up off AliExpress. I think it was a Kazi train. I don't mind the quality of those. The bricks are as good as Lego for connectivity. That one's not motorized. So I've got about a 50-50 motorized on these locomotives. Now I'm just going to duck down to the end here Just bear with me, we'll set up here. Now this board, yeah, I'm going to use it as a back so you can see the carriages a bit better. But this is actually going to lay down on top of the train tracks here, so I can put my new skyscraper on top of the train tracks. So that way I'll have the front end will be probably, I've got steel works on the front, and that way these trains come underneath and they go underneath the main skyscraper, and the skyscrapers will sit on top, but it'll still give me the extra room for there. So let's go through some of these carriages. I've got a couple of doubles, because I've obviously got doubles of the train sets. Yeah, that one from the blue set, the blue engine set. Let's see if we can do this. I haven't actually pushed these across on here yet. I've got two of those. We're missing two of these stock. Got the gas one. Move that over. And we've got the other piece for that one with the petrol canister and the wheelbarrow. Now just notice that's pulling over up there because I've got to switch that. That's all right. Okay, so we've got large carriage. Hang on, get that a bit closer to the camera. And I've got quite a few of these ones. Okay, I've got this little one's got little sandbags in it. From memory that came with the red train, but I'm not entirely sure. I've had these for quite a while. So I started collecting probably about 5 years ago now. And my hidden side sets, I've taken the carriages off those, and I've actually magnetised. So originally they come with that kind of a connector, but I've switched them over to the magnet connector. Okay. I've got my Lego car. Now what I've done with this one is just a bunch of the 6x5 by 1s, and then I use a 6x6 grey on top, and then I add a single strip down the centre, and I put these smoother tiles on top. I've done the same thing with the shipping container panels. Okay. Now this one actually has an oil tanker piece that sits on top. I've actually got it on the truck at the moment, so I'll bring that over in a second. And this is the truck. The back piece comes off. This all separates, comes off, and sits directly on top, so you've got a big petrol tanker unit. I realised my mistake here. I've got the track switch to the wrong position in there. I haven't got the switch piece in properly. Okay, so we've got an animal carriage for transporting animals. We usually got cows in there, but these have only been packed up for the past year now, so I'm just getting them out now. I've got two more. I've got one more of these units. for those big rolls. And last one of the built units. And I've got another one of those ones that is similar to up there. Okay, and the other thing I do is I've purchased a whole bunch of these so that way I can put the shipping containers on top of these. So I've probably got probably another 10 or 15 of these sitting here. I won't put these up today, but they're really useful to have to put all kinds of different rolling stock on top of. I'll probably build a few more of these carriages here. Okay, so we'll hop down this portion of the city, just because I've got a little bit of space here. Right, while I'm here, I've got a new crane being built in the same style as the blue crane just here, and that'll be sitting just above those containers just here for loading and unloading. Okay, and the new stuff I've got to unbox. I've got another box here. Got some trucks that have been sitting in storage for quite a while, and a whole bunch of forklifts. So I picked up these forklifts here. These are the Bunnings forklifts, and I've got 4 of those. I'll put them at the back. They're very similar to the Lego forklifts. There's one with the actual Bunnings logo on the side. Let's see if we can get to focus. Nope. It's good to get these finally out. Okay, so now I've got one from the LexCorp set. And I've actually got the LexCorp building is sitting right about there-ish in the city. Okay, so I've got 2 of these red ones. And 2 of this style one. This one came with the blue trains, I believe. Okay, so that's all the new freight trains and rolling stock that I've finally got unboxed. That's been sitting there for quite a while. We'll go back here. Till next time, keep on building and God bless.